That's the gold.
Okay.
It's that's why I wanted to do the
Leeta
pre-show, is to
messes
capture all the
up.
screw-ups. It's because they're funny.
Oh, here they come.
Oh, here we
All
are.
right, here we go.
Okay. Oh my
Hey,
God, why am I on
Gary.
that side?
What do you mean? Why are you
Why?
on that side? Because I put you on that side. Because
Damn it.
I'm in charge and I'm on that side.
That's true.
I can't see anything. Does it look okay?
Everything's looks great.
Looks good. Okay.
Uh,
See, and
you
even
have-
I got the cute little picture of you two.
Yeah.
You've got Lita Koala is in that picture a little bit
Yes.
too much.
Oh, how rude!
I know. Jerk
How
face.
rude!
Uh,
All right, back to dashboard. Okay.
and you've centered you've centered our Twitch handles.
Yeah, of course I have.
My OCD is going insane.
What do you mean? Of course I centered it.
No,
Look.
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just
They're
I
centered.
know.
That's what I do. Just leave it alone. I'm in
Yeah.
charge. Hey, chat
and you
room.
also don't have text for the fourth panel. And,
Well, I didn't think it. What do you have on the
panel
fourth panel?
is stretched out too because we don't have the chat thing in there.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Shush.
Dude,
Layout coaching with Stone.
I just
And
just-
the stream stops.
it stops. And we suddenly lost Stone off the stream.
And Lita cracks
Okay,
an honor
let
and goes.
Let me. I'm gonna.
Okay. Oh, you're tweeting after you cough.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna tweet and stuff.
Okay. You tweet and stuff.
Okay.
Excellent. Thank you.
Oh, this feels so weird.
Well, like,
Like last night felt weird. It really did.
isn't that a
It
song?
really did. Last night felt weird. Is that a song name?
I don't know. Last
I don't
night.
know.
I think there's last night.
Yeah.
It reminds me of something. Anyway, hey chat
Yeah, I
room.
sound different.
He's got the boom
I've
chicka
got
wow
crud or
wow
something.
voice. Yeah.
So I have an idea about what happened. Is that I was sick before BlizzCon and I took a whole bunch of stuff and it kind of went away, but I didn't feel like it went away. And I kind of feel like through BlizzCon it kind of was held back a little bit, and then by the final day, I was starting to feel it again. And because I'm pretty careful at BlizzCon, like washing hands, all that stuff, I don't,
Yeah.
and then I can't blame the guy on the airplane too, so I'm pretty sure it's maybe what I had before and it's just come back.
What you
Yeah.
had before, and probably fatigue from go,
Yeah.
so it never caught up with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna mute myself for a second and tweet and type
Okay.
and stuff.
All right.
Sounds good.
No worries. We are all good. We're just about ready to go. So I'm just gonna move show notes over. No, I'll leave it there. It's amazing how many things you have open. Wow.
Oh yeah, I liked your comment last night, or I guess yesterday afternoon for you.
Yeah.
About getting your third monitor back.
Yeah. Yeah, I've not discussed that with Mum yet. I think that's gonna be. I think she will actually hurt me if I try to do that. So I might have to look for one
I
somewhere.
need a third one, and I have no idea where I'm putting it.
Yeah. Well, I've got the laptop, so I've actually got 3. It's just the laptop runs separately, so and it's easier. But I think yes would be better to hook into this, the system. So, so we'll have to see. But that might have to wait because someone is saving for a trip next year. So
Yeah,
we will see.
it's all a balance.
Yeah. Exactly. Unless I can find a bargain one from somewhere. So we'll have to see.
Yeah.
Okay. Stone. All good? Okay. All right. We'll go live. We'll go start the show soon. Yeah. So what do you run? You run 2? 2 monitors at the moment.
Yeah, 2 monitors at the moment.
Okay. Nice. How often do you do more than one thing, or is it mostly when you're streaming that you need the
It's
multiple?
always like I always have them going because I'll have one open for WoW with Twitter and the other one, or like 9 tabs in Chrome for email and work and stuff like that. So
nice.
But the main one tends to be whatever game is live at the time, whether it be Hearthstone or Warcraft.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're all good. I did the Facebooks and stuff.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
Where's the show notes? There they are. For my face.
I was gonna say I've got my show notes.
Yeah. Okay. When you play the intro, are we still on? Like, are our faces still on or no?
Yes.
Like, okay, so you don't have a.
Oh.
So you don't have a. Okay.
Oh, I can't. Oh, I can.
No, that's fine. No, that's fine.
No, I'll try it. I'll try it.
Just so that I don't sit here and pick my nose or something, and then you guys see it.
Well, you can, and then we can make a meme of it, which would be awesome. So but okay, I'll try. Don't. So I will try. All right. Okay. All right. Let's do this. So, let me find what I need. All right. So here we go. Everybody in 5.
Hold on. Have you started the new recording?
Yeah, I started it like 5 minutes
so
ago.
There's 2. So you should have 2 files there now. You should have one from the old one.
Yep.
And one now.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'll shut up now. Okay.
Okay. All right. And 5, 4, 3.
Iron Man. Bloodthirsty. Pacifist. You're listening to the WoW Challenges podcast, the home of the Iron Man Challenge. And here are your hosts, Stone and Leeta.
Hello and welcome to the WoW Challenges podcast. This is episode 93. Today is Saturday, November 11, 2017. I'm your host, Leeta, and joining me over there is my con-crud buddy, Stone. Hey, Stone.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm pretty sure it's pre-concred.
Okay. Or are we calling you Stone White? Like, you go Barry White? Like you've got the voice. Like it's very,
What are you
like
talking about? No.
we could call you Stone White. Yeah. Anyway, so you're feeling a little bit
Poop.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent.
Well, not poopies, but bad.
TMI. Anyway,
just making sure people know.
We are glad that you are here. We're very excited that you're here today, and we're going to try and not get you to use your voice too much. So, because I know that you're not feeling great, but we appreciate that. The other thing we really appreciate is we've got a very special guest, and I'm absolutely thrilled that he could come and join us, and that would be Broximar. Yay! Hey, Broximar.
Hello. We know how Stone's doing. How's Leeta doing?
Leeta's doing awesome. I'm great.
Fabulous.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me on.
Oh, we are thrilled, and thank you for that really cute photo that we've got up there. So there's you and Stone and Leeta Koala at BlizzCon. How exciting is that?
Very exciting. I was happy I was able to catch you. You were all over the place.
Yeah, I heard.
You have no idea.
Yes. No, it looked like you guys had an awesome, amazing time, and I am just, I'm so thrilled to see all Stone's tweets and everything that was going on. It looked like everyone was having an absolute ball. So yeah, no, that's good. So thank you for coming and joining us, because obviously you guys have both just got home within, you know, a few days and are trying to recover, I suppose, recover to a certain degree. So I'm really glad that you're both here. Otherwise it'd just be me talking to myself, well, talking to my cup of coffee, but you know, that's a whole different show in itself, I suppose.
And this is where I would play the coffee is my blood bumper.
It would be, but you're not in control of the show, so sorry. You have to just sit there and look pretty. Anyway, all right. So Broximar is here. Let us get into a little chat with you and find out a bit more about you. So Broximar, tell us a little bit about yourself. So the player behind the character.
The player behind the character. Well, I'm Jesse, but most of the internet knows me as Broximar. So I work at home. I'm a stay-at-home dad most of the time, though. I work inside my wife's business, so it's been great that I can kind of just swoop in and play the part of dad all the time. I live in the middle of nowhere in Winnipeg, Manitoba, so it's basically Northrend. And yes, thank you, Stone. As we have about 8 centimeters of snow outside already and minus 31 wind chills.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's painful. But yeah, no, I stream, I blog, I say smart-ass things on Twitter, and play lots of WoW.
Nice.
So.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, we you know, I know someone else that's very similar to that. Not me.
What are you talking about?
Nothing at all. But no. That sounds really good. And how old is your little boy now?
He's 6 months as of Tuesday.
Wow. 6 months.
Yeah. 6 months already.
Goodness, like, that's amazing.
Tiny.
So tiny, but was much smaller.
Yeah.
And I came back from BlizzCon to a completely different kid. He's starting to scoot around now, and wasn't doing that before. And
I remember when you posted when he just, you know, that was just born, and I swear that was like a month ago. Like, I can't believe
it feels like it too.
Yeah, that's amazing. Okay. Well, that's very cool. So thank you again for sharing that. Now, let's have a little bit of talk about, obviously, this game that you love to play, and Stone and I definitely love to play it. So
absolutely.
When did you start playing WoW? When did you get into World of Warcraft?
So WoW was something I was trying to avoid. I was big into Warcraft 2, Warcraft 3, and but I didn't at the time. Just coming out of university, did not want to get sucked into playing WoW. But I wanted to play Warcraft 3 with my then girlfriend, now wife, Kyla. Yeah. So bought her a battle chest, and it just happened to come with this trial of Warcraft. So she never actually installed Warcraft 3. She put the World of Warcraft trial in, and she's like, this is the one I want to play, so you're coming with me. And I'm like, okay, I guess twist my arm. Oh, darn.
Nice.
So that was August 2006, and haven't turned back since. Yeah.
Wow.
Subs never lapsed, and just gone to town for the last 11 some odd years.
Wow. Okay. So curious. Does your wife still play?
Not she keeps up with things, but just with the business and the baby and all of that kind of stuff. It's just she may come back she tends to come back at the beginning of expansions, levels up, does the storyline at that point. Yeah. And then other things take over. Like, again, we ran a guild together through burning up to Wrath, and so she burned herself out pretty quick. Yeah. Because that was all encompassing and all we did, and it just, when people talk about Classic and all of these things, running a guild was harder then too, because there wasn't the website support, there wasn't the social media support.
Exactly.
And so it's it comes down to she still keeps up with everything. Had the same reaction as most of us to the cinematic from BlizzCon.
Yes.
And but has since moved on to other projects.
Okay, well, that's fair enough. Obviously, you know, being a wife and a mum and having a business, within that itself is very extremely busy. So we totally understand that. But I think that's really cool that she got you into WoW. I love that. I think that part is awesome. So then tell us, when did you actually start trying the challenges? Like, and then yeah, just
sorry, go ahead.
when did you find out about them, and when did you decide this was something that you wanted to give a go?
So what ended up Stone and I met last year finally for the first time at BlizzCon.
Yeah.
And it was so we got chatting, and just I knew about the challenge then, and I knew what you guys were doing at that point, but it just I was so gold focused, like make the gold. The garrison was still clipping away. Got to keep up on that. I'm not quite an altaholic as I was then.
Okay.
So I kind of made some room for the challenge in my life, and in my playing, I've limited myself to one of each class at 110, and that's it. No multiple alt or anything like that. So I decided at the beginning of October, leading up to BlizzCon, I was finally going to dive headfirst into the challenge.
Yep.
So I am a very noob to the challenge.
Okay.
But it did fit kind of my playstyle because I love the leveling process. And but when I throw the heirlooms on and mounting from level 1, there's no threat. It's just kind of you just turn your brain off and just go to town and pull everything you see. And
it's very
so
overpowering, isn't it?
Yeah, so this gave me something where, again, there was a little bit of a challenge, and I just dove headfirst into it.
Okay, so tell us about the challenge you're focused on. So have you tried all of them yet, or are you just focusing on, say, Iron Man?
Right now, I'm just focusing on Iron Man as I get things under. So I have my challenger still alive from the Minority Report BlizzCon challenge.
Excellent.
He's still going.
Yep.
Yeah. Also because I decided to go Alliance, and then I had no idea where to level. So he just kind of ran around Westfall going, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Yep.
So that was safe, I guess. But I still have my first Iron Man going. She just dinged 40 yesterday.
Nice.
So she's a Forsaken Hunter. She's still my focus, and making way with her. And I've started up 2 more this week. In a Dwarf Pally and a Night Elf Druid.
Okay.
Mostly to see different parts that I haven't seen post Kata, because again, I'm very horde centric on my mains. So if things are going to change in 7 or 8 months come Battle for Azeroth, maybe I can get some guys seeing the leveling and that kind of stuff. But I am curious to start a Bloodthirsty at some point. Watching you and Nisi and seeing.
So sorry. So sorry.
Oh, come to the dark
it's
side.
something I could do monotonous while carrying the baby as he sleeps.
Oh yeah,
Sometimes
definitely.
Because I can't do.
You can't when you're on a 9
dungeons or anything like that. When I have it's just the time commitment. I just need to be able to log out and walk away.
Yeah, and you can. The good thing about trying a Bloodthirsty is that once you get your little grindy path and into that grind, you can easily have a focus of your son rocking him to sleep or having him in your arms while you're trying to. So definitely, I say double thumbs up for that, because you should be able to do that. That's great. So what was the thing about going with an undead hunter? For you, is it because you are Horde, you come from Horde background, that's, that process of leveling, or what was the thought?
That's the big thing. It's like whenever I've leveled a new Horde character, first thing I do is head over as soon as I can to Silverpine and start the Silverpine, Hillsbrad, Arathi, Hinterlands path.
Yep.
And then go into Western Plague Lands, and usually by the end of Western Plague Lands, you can dive into Outland, or a little bit of Eastern. So that's my usual path when I do it, full heirloom gear and just blitzing through. So it's a path I know, and I know the quest chains I know all of it together. So that's kind of why I just decided, okay, may as well start in Tirisfal and
Yep.
just roll, and then roll with the class I know
No. Yeah.
inside and out in the Hunter. So
Absolutely.
and it was more not because it's a pet class, but just because if my muscle memory's there, if I'm getting into trouble to get out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I mean, that's often a question that we find not only in Discord, but, you know, various places is one of the things is like, well, what's the best class to go with? It's if you know this class, then it doesn't matter what class you want to go with. You go with your most comfortable. So for you, if that's Hunter, like for me, it's Warlocks, even though Warlocks suck as bloodthirsties at the moment. Anyway, that's a whole separate issue. It's, you know, you go with what you know, but obviously hunters have got that wonderful ability that just makes having a pet who can tank a bit, take a bit of the aggro off. I'm not saying it's definitely not easy, but it just means that you can have a bit more focus on you know, other things as opposed to doing, say, a melee or, you know, something a little bit different.
Where you had to get up your face up in all the mobs.
Yes, exactly. So no, that's good. And undead, haha, man after my own heart. So awesome. I love that. That's great. They are such a good race. But you know, for the horde.
Cannibalize when you need. I never thought I was going to use Cannibalize again.
I know. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. It can come in very handy at times, that's for certain. So you said you're level 40. Which is congratulations. That's wonderful. What's been your fondest challenge memory so far?
Well, I guess would be my surviving my near death. That would be the number one right now. I thought I was done. I thought I was toasted around level 17.
Yeah.
We were just on the other side of the Gilneas wall when you're fighting with Godfrey and his crew, and there's a elite dwarf you have to take out.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, I'm toast. Exhilaration had been done. My disengage was off. My pet was dead.
Yep.
And I'm just spamming away anything I can. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I think I'm going down. I think I was like 3 health. Got this massive flash heal from one of them, and I was back to full. I'm like, okay, revive pet. Let's get back in. And yeah, but it was
wow.
Everybody on my stream was just like, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead. I'm like, no, I'm not.
Wow.
But I guess the other thing would be also just finding this community. Since I haven't died yet or done anything like that, like I don't have a memorable death or any of those moments.
Yeah.
But just finding the community here through the Discord, and it's been fabulous. To see so many passionate people about a project inside the game.
That is so true. There are, and we have got so many amazing veterans that are so helpful with information, which can really help sometimes when you feel a little bit lost, and all you've got to do is, just ask that question. And someone somewhere will pop up with some sort of answer, and you'll be like, oh, I didn't even think about that, because these are the guys that have done it like so many times. They know this stuff backwards, which is a godsend for all of us that are, still playing and doing this thing. So we appreciate them greatly. All right. So you were talking about your zones that you're leveling through, and obviously you've gone horde side, which is fantastic. It's definitely a different leveling process as opposed to alliance side, but with you saying you've done this with heirloom tunes, have you major adjustments yet when you get to a zone and you're kind of like, well, if I was on a normal tune, I would have been out of here by now, or I'd be at a different point. Like, have you got to that sort of thinking yet, where you kind of like, well, I'm still in this zone, I'm still plugging away, slowly getting a level, or have you found the leveling to be fairly, like, not too bad. The levels are coming together okay for you.
Levels were getting great until I ran out of quests in Hinterlands.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wasn't quite sure where to go next, so I decided to, okay, I'm gonna go up to, there was the quest that sends me to Western Plaguelands. I'm gonna go up to Andor and get in there. I get about 2 quests in and go, I can't do any of this. Just the mob density was too much.
Yep.
There was some weird elite quests that I was able to get through, but it was a little bit too close for comfort.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to figure out where to go next, and then because I rarely level on Kalimdor as Horde,
Yep.
I decided to, okay, let's go over there and see what's going on. So now I just made my push from 35 to 40 by doing Southern Barrens and into Dust Wallow.
Mm-hmm.
And that seems quest density and mob density have been good.
Yeah.
So again, when I was sitting at 38, everything is around a 33, 34. So they're green, so they're still giving me some good rested XP.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just able to bang out the quests there. And
Yeah.
I think I did 4 levels last night in an hour and 20-minute stream. So
Nice.
it was it felt good, and especially getting back into it post BlizzCon.
Yep.
To get some levels under my belt and just go, okay, yeah, I can continue to do this, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Oh, good.
And so I'll see where I go from there, because I don't want to touch Thousand Needles.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I
just hate what they've done.
It always makes me sad. Thousand Needles now. I miss old Thousand
honestly,
Needles.
like the whole zone you can probably do right up until you start going up into the Grim Totem stuff.
Yeah.
That's usually when you don't want to deal with that because they're a little bit tougher.
Mm.
But yeah, comparing the 2 zones from old and new is, I don't like water stuff, so
Yeah.
and the zone
I'm in the
has
same
stuff.
boat.
Yeah, exactly. So I really miss, mind you, I don't miss falling off those damn, stone pier things, like 50 million times. But anyway, no,
the number of times I disengaged off those.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Thousand Needles will then take you into Tanaris. So
Tanaris.
Yeah.
Which I'm looking for. I like Tanaris.
it's
Tanaris
got.
and Goro, and yeah.
Be very, very careful going to Ungoro if you're going to go to Ungoro.
I still remember the classic days in there. So
yeah, but those nasty elites are still dinosaurs. So
still they still pat very. Yep.
Yeah, but Dustwallow is quite good. Dustwallow's got a lot of quests. A lot of quests.
And really good mob density.
Yes, exactly. So awesome. All right. Well, it sounds like you've got a map and your plan of where you want to go and what you're achieving, which is fantastic. And again, congratulations on level 40. This is fantastic. You said that you're streaming, so this whole process, you have been streaming the whole leveling process, yes?
The whole leveling process.
Okay.
Yep. Nothing's been done off stream. I've started the other ones, like my newer ones, off stream.
Mm-hmm.
And just so at least they're going to be at a spot that's decent whenever, if the current one dies or I need to start swapping.
Yep.
Just to keep the rested going.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so far so good, and I'm loving the process.
Excellent. And that is one of the things that I think I know myself, and I suppose Nisi in particular can attain to, the fact that when you do have multiple challenge tunes on the go, that giving them that little bit of rested certainly can definitely help, which is great. So what do you think is the zones that you really do not want to go into, like as you're leveling up? Is there a particular, like you said, Thousand Needles you're not sure on, but is there places that you're just like, I don't want to go?
I'm never going to go back to Western Plaguelands.
Mm-hmm.
That's one I'm not gonna. I didn't even touch the Stranglethorns. Just again, those ones I don't like the leveling process there.
Yep.
And just the mobs are weird, and I don't know the quests very well. So probably not going to touch that. What I'm really concerned about is when I do go, since I have now 3 Alliance Ironmans, and I have no idea on the Alliance side the questing or the paths, and it's something I want to kind of figure out on my own, just to see where I run into the walls and everything. Like I remember it from when I leveled before, but especially through Westfall and into Red Ridge and those zones. But I know you can, on the Alliance side, sometimes you can step out of an area and all of a sudden they're 10 levels higher. So I'll be curious to see. But again, Thousand Needles, I really just, again, from the leveling process, not really for Alice. I really don't care for Desolus. I don't even know if that still exists. I don't plan on ever. I don't like Ajara from their leveling process, and it's I just know my route, and so it's like some zones I completely forget they exist. Stone Talon, nope. I still haven't seen it since the Cataclysm.
That's another zone that I really quite miss, but
I love the original version.
Exactly. Well, I suppose we will have a chance possibly at that in the future, so we will have to see how that goes. All right, well, that sounds it sounds good. You've got everything, you know where you want to go, you know where you don't want to go, which I think can be a lot of the battle when we sit down as new players to doing a challenge. So it's good that you've got that figured, so I think you're halfway there, which is fantastic. Just to wrap everything up, I want to know, what advice would you give to anyone wanting to try a challenge toon?
What I would say is start with the class and path you know well. And again, that's what I decided to do. And it's made my experience, I would say, 10 times better. Just knowing that, okay, I understand the flow, how many mobs I can take on, the amount of time it's going to take to solo down some enemies, and just understand that this is going to be a longer process than what I'm used to, and just get into that flow. So I would say whatever class you're good with, whatever faction you're good with and that start with that just to get a better understanding. Because I'll be honest, when I started the Minority Report character, I never leveled a shaman. I boosted it. And I had not been to the starting zone of Pandaria since Pandaria. So
wow.
So it took me probably more time just to get through the starting area than it did to take me 20 levels on my Forsaken Hunter. So because it basically was all new to me. I just had no clue. And so push through. Was going to be nowhere close to winning that virtual ticket because it was just So what I would say is if you have a leveling path that you like and you have a class, start with that. And just go to town.
Exactly.
And know which levels you can buy your upgrades at from the vendor. Because I made a couple trips back to Undercity a little early and lost some time.
Yes, I wish there was just something that could flash up that's been like level 12 gear, level 17 gear now. Because, I'll get to level 19 and I'll be like, don't, damn it, I forgot, happens all the time.
I had this 5 levels ago, 6 levels ago.
Or like certain other people that, forget to get their riding at level 40. I think they were. I think he's in the chat room somewhere. Am I going to be calling him out? I'm not sure. I'm sure I saw Azzy. I'm sure I saw Azzy there somewhere. Yeah, Azzy. That was you. He was telling me about that last night because I'm like, grats, after he doing 60. So I had to laugh because that's only happened to me once. No, not. What do you mean, no, not you? Yes, it was. Trickster. Alrighty. Well, thank you, Broximar. Thank you so much for sharing your journey so far with us. We are very excited for you and can't wait to see where you go with your challenge turns, and we wish you all the very best with your Undead Hunter. So thank you again.
Thank you so much.
All right. Well, let's find out what else has been going on in our weeks in WoW. So, Broximar, you've obviously just come back from BlizzCon, like days back.
It's been about 4 days back and just kind of settling back in. So there was main account things I needed to take care of when it came to Warcraft and just kind of get that back in order. But yeah, again, this week was getting back also into the Iron Man, and had a great time yesterday getting up to level 40, and then the two new ones that I'm starting, I think, are about 8 and 10 right now. So so far so good.
Yeah. Well done. And was there what I meant to ask you before, with starting the two new ones, with the Dwarf Pally and the Night Elf Druid, was there a particular thinking of why you chose the Pally and the Druid, or is it just classes that you like, or it's something a bit different to what you normally would do?
Something completely different that I would do.
Yeah.
And it was kind of cheating on the Dwarf, because I want to have a better idea of, again, crossing my fingers that I'm going to make it to level 20. The level 20 and up process on the Alliance side, or when the allied races are released.
Yep.
So I can get a better idea, throw the heirlooms on them, and then know which way to go. And then the Night Elf Druid, just kind of with some of the news of certain trees coming to a possible end in Battle for Azeroth, I was like, I should probably roll a Night Elf.
Yeah. Okay. All right. No, that's fair enough. So, have you decided what spec that they're? Are you going to keep them in default spec, or you're thinking you might change it up?
I'm probably gonna. I'm not sure quite yet what I'm going to do spec wise. Probably I'll go prot with the Pally, because that's what I'm just used to.
Okay. Yep.
Give me some bubbles and stuff. And the Druid, I leveled my Druid Guardian, but through the invasions at the start of Legion. So again, that was just kind of roll in, roll out of the gates of Orgrimmar, and then leveled him again through invasions as a tank. So we'll figure that out as we go. Might do resto. We'll find out.
Okay, all right. We'll be eager to see your adventures on those. So that is fantastic. So good luck with those. And I'm glad, obviously the family missed you, and getting home to your little boy would have been fantastic. So everyone's, wifey and your son are all both doing well, I'm assuming?
Absolutely. Everyone's good here.
Good.
Yeah, they did great with Dad away. It was my first time gone from him for more than 3 hours, so it was an extended period of time. But yeah, everyone was good, and I'm looking forward to hunkering down for the winter for a bit. No trips planned until the spring at least. So
okay, all right. Oh, that sounds exciting. Alrighty. Let's see what Stone. How's your voice, Stone? You okay? You're okay over there? Okay. All right. So how are you?
I'm not well, and Bob knows it. So Bob actually came up here and gave me a little lick.
I did notice that,
and it was like, because it's funny. He's not really a lap cat until somebody's sick or crying or something. Then he gets all up into your grill and licks you and tries to say it's gonna be okay. So
nice.
BlizzCon was great. Broximar is like we saw each other on Thursday very briefly, and then it was like, okay, go, and then the next time I saw you was like slow Sunday, right? And
Sunday night at the Hilton.
Yeah, and it was go. BlizzCon was great. Things were happening, and hopefully we'll have some good news. So I just wanted to briefly mention that today for North America, and I think for Australia yesterday, because time zones and all that stuff was is Remembrance Day. So just thank you for everybody that served in the past and the present for everything that you've done for us, because we can vote without being killed for it, which is a big thing. So not many places in the world allow that. So as much as we all have our problems, things could be much, much worse. So thank you for everything that you guys have done or do. Pins, freaking pins.
Pins.
So pins. I want to say pinhead, but
Too late, you just did.
Coffee is my blood.
Yes, there we go.
Oh.
Booyah. So I've got my bumpers are ready to go. So basically, pins, some of them made it, some of them did not. So I think next week when I'm feeling good to go outside, I did go outside today. I didn't want to, but happy wife. So I had to go.
Yep.
Next week sometime I'll be padding up the pins and sending out to people that were supposed to get them but didn't. So I should have enough left. So I did play my Challenger since I got back from BlizzCon, and I will tell you that the biggest thing of that I miss right now is the magic broom. I really like the broom. It's like it's just being able to mount it. It just boom, go. Yeah, it was fantastic. One thing so for folks that don't know, there are 3 or 4 quests that will level up that will give you appropriate XP for your level, and one of them is a winter spring cub. So basically, you go up there and you pop out your cub and you go do a quest. If you get any quest other than Cub's Cravings, if you port or go move around or do something, it will pop a secondary quest that will be Cub's Cravings. So you can get 2.
Okay.
For some reason, I was able to get 4 one day, and I was like, oh, great.
Wow.
So, yeah, I was very surprised, and I wanted to so I got the hunting rabbits one, and it's funny. The quests reset at 10 a.m. my time, and hunting rabbits came back up again. I'm like, okay, well, that's weird because I've never had it. So I guess it made sense that a new quest popped up after quest reset. Fine. And it was the exact same one. Okay, great. That's fine. When I took my so I basically did my hearth, and when I did that, I actually got another quest called Smoked Meat. Well, it's not called Smoked Meat, but basically you go into the Furbolg area and you go get their smoked meat.
Right.
And which is weird because that shouldn't have been the next quest that gets popped. It should have been Cub's Cravings. So I finished that one. And then I decided, okay, well, let's hearth again. And when I hearthed again, then I got Cub's Cravings. So I was really lucky. I got 4. So I basically got 3 in a day. 1 came before the reset. So I got 4 in the day, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure how or why, but sure. I'm pretty sure that so basically I'm pretty sure that you can pop the quest by porting only because it's putting you into a cross realm zone. And it depends on what cross realm zone you get into that might have another quest. And so you kind of have to portal hop around. So basically, I will port to Mists, and then I'll take the portal from there to Old Dal. And from there, if it won't pop, I'll go to Stormwind. And then from there, if it won't pop, I'll go to Outland. And if from there it won't pop, I'll go back into Stormwind, because these portals are like right there. So you don't have any risk of anything.
Okay.
And sometimes it pops, sometimes it won't. So for me today, my secondary quest did not pop, so I'm gonna have to go back in and find out if I can get it to go. Basically, I've been doing all of my dailies, and it's really driving me nuts because it's only about 15 to 20% of a level in a day.
Yeah.
So usually I was used to leveling up, like being able to level quickly. Warlords leveling went really fast. I just did the quests that were there and did the easy ones, and they were all good.
Okay.
And I've decided to start going into Legion, not like not doing everything. I'm
Right.
picking my spots, and I'm very familiar with where the bad spots are because I've been playing Legion very exclusively this expansion.
Yep.
And playing it basically on one tune and playing it over and over and over and doing all the things. So congrats Zorts on level 25.
Nice.
Go
Zorts.
So I have been doing Legion objectives. Basically, not running around in them. I've just kind of picked my spot and killed things when things kind of respawn, right? And from there you can get your XP. It's not fun.
Is it because you're playing patient? You've really got to play a patient game now.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, and you really have to keep an eye out on what's around you. Look around to see when things pat, when they would respawn, that kind of deal. So I was able to do the Naga one where you have to break the Murloc hatcheries. And there are these great big sea skogs, or I think that's what they're called. And those guys are not fun, but there is a spot that you can go to where they will not pat to, and you can. And there's only a handful of mobs around that you can kill that will contribute to completing the quest. So doing that, I did the Banshee one where they're harvesting wine and all that. That one was a little bit. I got into a little bit of trouble there. Because I started to walk out a little bit more from where I knew it was safe. So it was just a reminder to, just hang back. We've got time.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm kind of doing that and trying to kill demons, but even then that makes me wary because sometimes the demons don't get picked up, and then it's one-on-one, and it's like you gotta run.
Yeah.
At times, I basically leave my pet back there and say, you go have fun with that guy. And so you can die. As much as the kills might be quick, you can still die, especially trying to farm demons at the Demon Hunter town there. I can't remember what it's called. I keep forgetting.
The Ladari stand?
Ladari stand. Yeah. So, and there goes my voice again. So we're going to finish it right off right there.
Nice. Well, that was good timing then. That was good timing. Well, we're all just thinking of you as this, I have no idea because obviously I've never got to there, but I think most of us are like, okay, patience game, and we can understand how frustrating that will be, but the end goal is what you need to remember. So it's amazing. You're doing an amazing job, Stone. So just take your time. Good luck. That was really cool about the cub quests. I didn't know that they could spawn those ones. That's kind of cool. So fingers crossed that you'll get a few more like that. That certainly would help, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's back now. So
okay.
Yeah, it's just being patient is being able to level up so quickly, now it's a different game.
Yeah.
I will tell you, it's a completely different game.
So everything from 1 to 100 is like one game, and then 100 to 110, like the max, is where it really. Okay, that's interesting.
Yep.
All right. Well, good luck.
It's very scary.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've pooped my pants a couple times. So, yeah. So why don't you tell us about your weekend?
Well, you lose your voice again. Okay, all right. Well, let me give you a brief rundown. It's been not as busy this week, but I did get to play some of the girls. So I decided I would start my week on my Iron, so my big Iron, and she's a night elf hunter. She's over there. Oh, she's been questing away. I was level 68 last week. And I managed to get 69, which was awesome. I'd been questing in Nagrand. I figured I'd go to Nagrand because, well, pretty much the nesting worry. That was the whole reason that I went to Nagrand. And because I had to go and hop on my island and, just stare at the moons. But I did a lot of the nesting worry stuff, which was, no problem. Because, that's just grindy, good old nesting worry and the grindy quest. So let's just do them. I hit 69, which was good. And I had decided I was still running around, still had a lot of quests in the Grand. But I kind of felt like, let's go over to Blade's Edge. So I did sort of ask Discord. I was like, well, do I want to stay here? And I got a couple of answers. I thought, I might as well go over to Blade's Edge. Let's start that and we'll see how that goes. So at the moment, she's over in Blade's Edge. I think I'm killing lynxes just outside Sylvana, the town?
Yeah.
And yeah, so I've only just got there. So, haven't been in Blade's Edge for like years. So I'm a little bit like, okay, I need to tread really carefully. The what is it? The Arakoa. Been killing some of those, So lots of quests though that I picked up, which was good. So I'm feeling really happy. I was trying to push her to 70, but that whole added of when you get really tired and you keep thinking, no, I just want to keep pushing. And as soon as I said that to myself, I'm like, log the hell off. Get back to the inn. Get off your tune because you're gonna kill her. So that's exactly what I wanted to, I'm like, no, I'm not pushing her. I'm going, go log off. Go to bed because you are far too tired and you're going to do something really, really dumb, which is, like all the mistakes when we kill our tunes. 99.9% of the time, it's because we do make that, that wrong decision. So yeah, so we'll see. We're getting there. So I'm quite happy with how she's going. Haven't really had any problems on her. I've just been treading carefully, which is the main thing. Then I jumped on my Bloodthirsty, so I did manage to hit up a couple of Bloodthirsties this week. So my Draenei Pally, over on Nisi's server, I'm slowly leveling her. Nisi, she's getting there. She was 17, I got her to 18. Again, she's running around Lac Modan because that is now renamed to Leeta's Zone. That's all I'm calling it.
What?
Yeah.
But that's the zone that I run in.
Too late.
My zone.
It is now called Leeta's Zone. So I think I pulled up about 7 Raz when I was over there, which was quite good. And then I just grinded through the ogre, the ogres, the cultists, and the trog. So again, they're a few levels above her. Not really having too many issues. She's in ret, which is okay. I may change it to prop, but I'm still gonna keep going. So when I hit 18, I checked my kills and she's at 725 kills so far as a Bloodthirsty. So I'm like, okay, she's getting there slowly. Then I popped onto my little human warlock. Again, I am so disappointed in warlocks at the moment. Not in the big girls, in the little girls. The little girls are so squishy. So I'm only doing a level at a time because I tell ya, I took it from 11 to 12. And that was, I swear to God, I had leveled like 10 levels. Just doing that one level. Because you're like just going, they are so squishy. I was really lucky with her because I thought I had killed her, but I had one of those not ding deaths, but that near death ding. Maybe that's what we call it. Near death ding. I had accidentally pulled an extra mob. Now, on a warlock, normally I can multi-pull. No problem, obviously. On my big girl, she not an issue at all. But on the little blood, no, all I'm doing is single pulling. And even then, a lot of times I will come out with, 50-60% health if they hit you. And, Impy is taking a lot of damage and all that kind of stuff. So I thought I was done. I really did. I wasn't at the Murlocs. I was over with the Trogs. And I accidentally pulled an extra mob. And just when I was like, nah, it's no use me even running. Because it just happened so quick that I managed to kill the first one. And that's, I don't even remember. I think I had about 7%, 5% health, and I was back up. And then I'm like, take that, and killed the other one. So I got a level 12, but whoa, I tell ya, warlocks are, it makes me very sad. They are very squishy. So anyway, I'm still going. So she hit 12. I got 310 kills on her. So I'm just like, right, we will keep going. We will just keep going with her. I did jump onto my gnome monk, and they at times can feel quite squishy. But now, as the levels are coming up, they're starting to pretty much leave 1 and 2 shot stuff. I'm liking that. It's quite good.
Hey, I have a question for the warlock. Are you wearing white gear or have you dipped into the green?
I've only put on if I've picked something up. So
Gotcha.
I've not bought anything off the auction house for her. So pretty much everyone is, if they pick something up and I can wear it, sure. If not, no, I'm just going with that. So yeah. And obviously, I think I might have some braces and a dress now, which when I hit level 12, I think I got some, swishy new robe that I picked up earlier off a trog or something. So I can wear that now, which was nice. So maybe that will help, but I'm trying not to go looking for stuff. I'm just trying to, as I kill, if I get something, I put it on, which is always a bonus. With the monk, definitely doing the same thing. She was 26, got her to 27. I was in Arathi. Arathi's, not so good for rare hunting. So then I went over to Hinterlands. Love Hinterlands for rare hunting. It's, again, Rarapalooza, it is an awesome spot. That's if they're up. If they're not up, then you're running around a whole damn zone just going, So anyway, I think I was killing the owl beasts and the, I'm pretty sure it was just the owl beasts. I like to grind them because they give you small eggs. Christmas time is coming, so that's my plan. Mm-hmm.
Those sell so well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just get them now.
That's right. So yeah. So she dinged 27. That was good. So I'm up to 1,304 kills on her to hit 27. And I'm enjoying the gnome monk at this level, like really starting to feel like a bit more powerful than the lower levels, which is great. I did jump onto my Night Elf Priest, so she's still little. She was 13. I got her to 14. Again, she's over in Leader Zone of Loch Modan, hunting down the rares, killing the Murlocs. Priest, I'm not going to say this too loud. Let me say this really softly because I don't want anyone to hear. But priests feel really super strong. They are awesome. So I'm really loving the priest at the moment. Yeah, I can't get over how much she is like annihilating stuff, and yet my warlock is like going, help me, I'm dying. Like it's just so foreign to me because I am a warlock first, and my priest was always my second tune for my ults. But I'm just looking at these bloodthirsties and I'm just going, this is not making sense. So it's really weird. So I got her to 14. Again, Murlocs are so good. Just grinding Murlocs around that whole path and picking up, seeing if the rare Crocolis is up, if Whitefin is up, popping up over to where the Trogs are, if that rare's up, if the other, Furbog is up. There's so many at that little level that you can get. It's fantastic. Love it. So at the moment she's at 409 kills at level 14, so I'm happy with that. Then last night I'd been putting it off because again, sometimes it's the mental game. I don't know if you guys come across this. I'm sure a lot do, but the mental game is when you look at, I would like to say my bloodthirsty first love is at the moment is my human warrior. So when I hop on her, there is that little bit of trepidation because she is my highest bloodthirsty, and I will cry. You guys will hear me from Australia. If I kill her, if anything happens, you will hear me. You will hear the screech of the damned, pretty much like Sylvanas in that, saying that banshee scream. That will be me. So there are times when I go and I look at her and I'm like, no, you need to play her. So I spoke to myself and I said, self, suck it up. Just do it. You've got a leveler. You'd like to hit 60 before, make it to Outlands. Let's make it to Outlands. So I hopped on her. She was 57. I'd been hunting back and forth, basically Blasted Lands and Swamp of Sorrow for the last couple of levels. Did the same thing. I've got her, I ran around Blasted Lands first, just checking on, picked up a few rares, which was nice. A couple I hadn't seen before. I'm like, excellent, that's good. And nothing else was up. I could have gone down to, where is it? The Worgen town that's down the south past all the Murlocs and the Naga. I always forget what it's called, but there's all the demon area anyway. And I was like, yeah, well, I could go in there and just grind. And I thought, no, you know what? I'm going to go back up to Swamp of Sorrows because they'll be green, res will be green and yellow. So let's just run through. And Swamp of Sorrows, again, has got so many rares that surely I'll get a few up. So off I went, got a few. I probably got about 7 rares up, which was really good. Was very excited about that. Hit 58, was like, oh yeah. And then I'm like, do I go to Outlands? Will I try? Because if you're on an iron, it's probably not a good idea. And then I was trying to think, what does Nisi do? What would Stir say? What would Zaya say? And no one was awake. And I'm like, let's just do it. Let's just go, and I will kill a boar outside of Honor Hold, and I will see how that goes. So I went into Outlands. I got over to Honor Hold and killed a boar. I was quite surprised because at this stage I'm over 10,000 hit points with my gear, and she has got some green gear. The boar was 3,600, I think, hit points. I 3-shot the boar. So I'm like, okay. And the boar was level 61, so 3 levels higher than me. There was another boar, level 62. I 4-shot the boar. And I'm like, right. I'm not gonna stay in Hellfire because there is a big scary thing that's probably gonna eat me or stomp on my head. So
no, he just wants to hug you.
And I don't have flying. So I'm like, I'm gonna go over to Zangarmarsh. So then, because I don't have flying, I had to run or ride all through Hellfire Peninsula. You forget how scary that can be. Anyway, I made it through. I picked up the flight path at the, the Draenei place. I went and picked up the flight path there. Went through to the Cenarian Circle place and then took over to Teldarar or whatever the Alliance town is. And again, that was a bit scary going up that lift because you forget when you don't have flying that if you step off at the wrong time, it's a really long fall down. So yes, I was very, very careful. Anyway, I did get a response that said, if you do go, be careful. It's probably a good idea to go to Zangarmarsh. I'm like, I'm at Zangarmarsh. I'm going to kill stuff around the Alliance town. So that's what I started doing. I was killing the marsh flies and the big tall the critters that walk around, the big with the long legs. I was just killing. I didn't touch Naga. I was going nowhere near Naga whatsoever. So so I just marsh walkers and fen striders. That's it. Thank you. I just stayed, didn't traipse too far away, though I did get a response from Nisi that said Deadmire was a good place. So I will look into going over there. But I'm pretty much probably about 4 or 5-shotting things. I have been kind of chain pulling within, it's again, just, you can do that with the warrior, not trying to do too much, but she feels really quite good. So I'm happy about that. So I got it a 58, which was really exciting. I looked at my kill total. So to get to level 58, she has killed 6,626.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Wow.
That's why I don't do that.
Yeah. So it's
and you're on a warrior too, which is so I have a bloodthirsty, but it's a hunter and level 20, and even then I'm like So you only have the one heal, right? And you can only heal yourself if you've killed something.
And you've only got 12 seconds to use it. So
no thanks.
It's the whole thing is when you get, and I know Nisi's spoken of this herself, when you find yourself that grind spot that you can just pretty much grind, you charge and kill and charge and kill. Your victory rush is always up. Is always up because, but the warrior, she is, I just really love Prat. She is just a machine. I was killing something else. What was I doing? Oh, I went to Shatrath because I was like, well, I've got all these greens. I've got more greens to sell. Oh, by the way, I sold something else on her and she is now at 84,000 gold because I'm selling the greens on the auction house. Yeah. Not even trying, just, everything she gets. If I can wear it and it's an upgrade, in plate, excellent. She wears it. But if not, I'm sticking it on the auction house. And I was killing the stuff on the way. You know, I went to the, the Umberfen village. I was killing stuff there. There was a Bog Lord rare that's just behind that village. And I looked at it, and it was a red elite level 61. So normally, you know, you'd look at something and just be like, hell no, I'm not touching that. I'm 58. No way. I looked at its health. It had about 5,000 health. I've got over 10,000 health. And I knew as soon as I killed one of the Ember Faith guys, I charged straight into it and I four-shot it. It was dead. It gave me 11,000 XP. So,
Oh my goodness.
you know, I'm being careful. I'm not doing anything stupid with her. It's just, you know, I'm just making sure that when I target something, looking at its health, being aware, not touching Naga. That's the big thing, not touching Naga. And just being really careful. So I killed some of the stuff on the way to Shatrath. You know, those purple, not critters, but you know what I mean. There's the purple ones and the green ones around the lake, those animals. It, you know, and again, they're level 61, 62, 63. And she's just carving them up. So I'm quite happy with it. Got to the auction house. She's in Shatrath at the moment. So I'm like, yay, I've got an auction house really close. So yeah, so that's been my week, which has been a lot of fun. So yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Oh, I've only been on a few. Yeah, I've only been on a few of my
just a
tunes.
couple. Yeah. Well, that's not all of them. That's not all of them. So at least, you know, they're slowly making progress. It's like everything. Just rotate them slowly. Give them a little bit of, you know, rested XP love. Okay. All right. Well, hang on. Let me find. Let's go into, because I'm playing the bumper. So let me find the bumper. Where is it?
Breaking now, news from the world of Warcraft with Leeta and Stone.
Yay! Excellent. All right. Stone, you want to start off? Yes.
Yeah. So I just want to say thank you to Seraphis and Zia and Bell and Epic and Freckle Phrase and Root and Ro for letting us do a panel. Just letting us talk and talk about the game that we love at Calm Before the Storm. It was very scary, but I'm very glad I did it.
Awesome. We're so proud of you too.
So thank you very, very much. Thank you also for including me in the meet and greet. Broximar, you were there.
Absolutely.
Too. You were like more in the middle of the tables, right? Like you were further down than me. I think I was.
Yeah, I
more
was
at
further
the
down
end.
from you. Yeah.
Yeah. I was very surprised at how many people were there because I thought, well, we're Twitch affiliates. No, like we're not big names like some of the people that were there before us, and there was a lot of people there. Like
it was a fantastic turnout.
Yeah, it was really great.
Oh, cool.
It was great to see, and yeah, I got to talk to a lot of new people, and yeah, the variation of all the people that they brought in from all the Blizzard games too, and not just sticking Warcraft people together and Heroes people together and just just mixing us all up.
Nice.
So it was great to you could cross talk with some other so somebody could be coming to see the person on your left or on your right, and then you started this whole banter with everybody. It was a great atmosphere for the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's cool.
So I'm gonna take one of the pieces here. I'm gonna do this one right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump ahead a little bit. So BlizzCon, I mean, you guys have all watched, I'm sure, or at least heard. Blizzard announced that they're gonna do Classic WoW. Okay, so amazing, fantastic. I will tell you that we will absolutely try to do a classic version of the Iron Challenge for Classic. Wow, I just repeated myself. Yay, medication. So the caveat on that is whether or not the data is available in the API.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's not there, I do not like scraping websites for information. It's kind of bad form, and it's just, I just don't want to do that. So really, we are, dependent on whether or not Blizzard makes that information available. But yeah, Olminia is right. Classic WoW is going to be a massive grind fest. This is really going to be it will be pretty cool, actually. To be able to level as an Iron with the classic content, because everybody has thought that, like everyone thinks that we are trying to recreate that now, right? Which, like, I personally am not. It's just, it's gonna be hard, very hard, because I remember level 51 and up, it's very, very, it takes a long time. So Alminia is saying, yeah, we expect classic data but are unclear until the product is ready. Yeah, we will not know. And Blizzard, as much as we can speak with the people that deal with that stuff, we try not to bug them too much, because they don't have to be in the server with us. So we try not to bug them too much. Like, if there's a problem, like, we'll go, hey, are you guys aware of certain things? But we try not to bug them too much. I did kind of, I did kind of ask them a little bit, hey, are you guys going to do this? It would be great if you did. But I'm not expecting a response, because their official response will be, we can't say anything. So, and I know of that. But Azzy is correct, and I agree with him that we won't get a classic WoW for about 2 years. They just posted the positions to hire for it, to actually make it. I don't think it's going to take a super long time, because they have that info. It's just a matter of fixing the bugs, making sure that it works with current WoW as well.
Yeah.
Because you don't want classic characters being able to group up with new characters, that kind of stuff. So it's just making sure that it works. So it's something that we will absolutely 100% do if we can.
Yeah.
So I know that as soon as they announced it, that I got a couple questions, and it's like, oh, absolutely, for sure. I want to. I think oh yeah, and the other thing is that honestly, I'm still looking at doing the pairs thing, and Alminia keeps saying, hey man, you've got to work on the login stuff, and he's done all of his stuff, and he's waiting on me. I'm dragging my feet because now I'm sick, so it's just one thing after another on my side. So eventually I will do it. So I am looking at doing an Iron pairs kind of thing, or an Iron team. I'm not sure what that's going to be. And the medication's kicking in, because anyways. So there's something else I was going to say. Oh yeah, Twitch emotes. Nisi's husband Russ made me Twitch emotes about last year. I don't know, it was a couple months ago, and I just haven't done them because I'm a derp. And yeah, he's gonna have to fly up to Ontario to slap him. Yeah, thanks, Almania. Yeah, okay. But yeah, that's basically it for classic WoW. Broximar, what did you think about when you saw the movie, right? When Chromie was like, oh, we figured out how to go backwards, right? And they played everything in rewind.
I had the eye roll the moment JL and Brax started talking about ice cream, because I knew exactly where that was going. I was just like, okay, we're actually going to address vanilla on the stage, not expecting them to come out fully and say classic servers. And I did appreciate the joke about the server blades, because
that's funny.
Yeah, just I thought that was a nice touch as well. Like, just showing that they're having fun with it, and they're going to make it the best experience that they can. And they're going to serve us a product that is classic but polished, which I'm excited for. I'm also excited that we can stop calling it vanilla, that it's now classic WoW. So
Yeah.
it's I'm excited for it. I'll be honest. I will absolutely be rolling in it. I loved that process. Like I'm somebody that still goes back and grinds in First Dragon Warrior on my NES. So a grind is not something I'm worried about. An iron, if it can work, will be crazy, and it'll take me forever just to get out of the starting zone as an orc. But I'm ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
After Battle for Azeroth.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you want to talk? I guess you can go to 735
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Okay, so okay. Sorry, I did this last night. I got to do it now. Sorry, Lita. So she's heard me talk about this already. As soon as in Legion, when they said mobs were gonna scale, as soon as they said that, I was like, okay, guys, get ready because it's gonna come to Classic. It will come that way. Like they have to do it. This was their test, right? So what I think we didn't really, what I didn't expect, to be honest, and I don't think many people did, was that it's going to be coming with 735, which is like right around the corner. I think it's something that we kind of thought was going to be coming with an expansion, right? Like the 8.0 pre-patch kind of deal.
Yeah.
So 735 is not on the PTR yet. There were a couple updates I was having a look at, but it's still 732. So I assume it's like bug fixes and all that. So it's going to be coming soon. Ominius thinks December 14th or 19th. Yeah, maybe. And scaling, I think we talked about this last week when I dialed in. That I was assuming that the classic zones were going to have a cap on them per zone, and it's not, but that's not the case. So basically I thought stuff like, well, if you were into locked Modan, everything would scale up to like level 20, and then when you're like level 25, then you could go back and grind on that stuff. But that's not the case at all. So basically when you're in your first starting zones, you'll go to it will scale up to level 10, and every other classic zone will go from 10 to 60. Does not matter where you are. So
Yes.
this by itself will absolutely change your leveling path as an on any tune, I think. So it's going to be, hold on, can you carry on?
Yes.
Yep. I thought it was my understanding that some zones, like I guess I'm trying to think, like let's say Silithus or Ungoro might go 40 to 60. They're not going to go 10 to 60 in those zones, because how do you get there at 10? But yeah, like a lot of them, like the lower ones. So it's going to be strange to see Stranglethorn Vale basically be wide open as soon as you want it.
Yeah.
Or yeah, pop
Lock
into
Modan.
Winterspring at level 40.
Yeah.
Paralis will be 20 to 60. Who knows? Like I want to see that PTR just to see how they're going to balance that.
Well, Nisi makes a good point there. There is a flight path toy that you can get so that you can get access to things, which just makes you want to spend more gold, right? So I absolutely agree with you. It's going to feel weird going into Tanaris at level 10 because you could.
Yeah.
But you know, for future irons and all that stuff, like now is the time to really think about what would be your best zone to level up in, and then kind of go from there, because there's some zones that will be nicer, and now that they will scale, you don't have to follow the normal path, right? So yeah, you can. And for Bloodthirsties, this is actually a really good change, because now once you got your path, you can just grind the same spot over and over and not have to move on.
Yeah,
right?
just max it out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Outland and Northrend will both go to 60 to 80. I'm kind of worried about Northrend being scaled down, because aimed shot was supposed to be stat squished last time, and it was not. So they one shot folks, and I'm hoping they fix that this time. Even though we've reported bugs, there is supposed to be another squish, but we'll see how that goes. We'll talk about that, I guess, as we're closer to the expansion release. I guess 8.0. I can't say 8.0 will be next year sometime. So we'll talk about that closer as we get in there. But Pandarian Cataclysm is 80 to 90, and Warlords, having just gone through there myself on my Iron, it's gonna be interesting that everything will scale up. So I think it will be a little bit harder for you to level through that. You definitely want to get your flying if you can. Go run on a different character and try and grab your flying as fast as you can, because it really helps.
Yeah.
I think that's it for the scaling. So I don't know. New expansion. We're going to 120, right? So it's. I mean, if Blizzard ever changed from not letting you level up, it'd be kind of weird, because I think the whole part of the process is leveling up and feeling like your character increases. I mean, you can get better gear and all that, but seeing you go from 110 to 111, 112, and so on, I mean, it's a big part of the game. Sorry. Wow.
You're right.
I'm trying to mute when I know I'm going to cough.
That's
so,
okay.
Yeah. Oh, and Almini actually brings up a good point here that I didn't put in the notes, is that the PvP switch is not until 8.0, which is a pre-patch. Basically, there are no PvP servers anymore, so you have to consciously say, yes, I'm going to PvP, which is kind of what you have to do now for PvE servers. So I'll be honest, I mean, I know it's not really for this podcast, but I don't know how that encourages world PvP. There is
Ian talked about it on stage, that they're looking at giving incentives to flag PvP, so a currency or something. There'll probably be a mount or something along the, like, again, not just the honor that you get with it. There'll be something else. So whether it be satchels or drops or whatever, like, medallions, whatever they're going to come up with, but there's going to be an incentive to flag PvP. It could be also XP boost. So
that's the thing that we thought of last week, is that I'm worried it will be an XP boost, where, I mean, we do not allow XP boost, but for something like that, we wouldn't be able to track it, and I'll but I think it would be an option for Irons, because if you PvP flag yourself for the XP boost, you are now putting yourself at risk to get ganked and all that stuff. So it's not like you're getting the XP boost and
there's no consequence.
And there's no consequence, right? So I think that's a big thing. So that was a pretty big thing. Oh, Swing Cat, man, it was cool to have dinner with you. So sorry, he's guildy of mine. It was really cool to meet some of my guild members and raid team, and be able to eat with them at BlizzCon. I was gonna say eat them at BlizzCon, but I mean, I am Forsaken, right? So
back to Cannibalize.
Yeah. So Heart of Azeroth will be our new item, and I can guarantee you that will be a no-go for us on any tune. I'm not sure what's going to happen with our weapon, but that still will be a no-go on any challenger. I assume that I'll go out and say it, that the leveling curve between 110 to 120 will be a lot easier than it is now from 100 to 110. Oh, there's Froggy is there too. Hey man, he's also a raid member, and he gets like drops like crazy. It's insane. I don't know how he does it. So basically, because right now you can only kind of level up on dailies and kind of pick and choose quests, when you get to 110 or even up into 111, you're going to be able to go back into Legion zones, and those stay the same at 110. So you're going to be able to get a lot of XP and level up faster that way, which is really good. Actually, you know what? This is a good thing. I'd never even thought of this. I could let my current tune, sit there and wait for the Warlords stuff to change so that it'll be maxed out at 100 and then go back and do quests. That's a thing.
That would be a thing.
Okay. So, I think I think it's going to be a little bit easier. It will be harder for newer players who've never done these before with classic zone scaling, because we see lots of people being like, I only made it to like level 20 or 25 and this is so hard. And this is when like things don't scale. So just imagine when things scale, it's going to be really hard for some folks. I think for the veterans that have been around, this is not going to be a big deal. But we'll try and help you guys out with questions and all that stuff too. I think the only other thing was Warfronts and Island Expeditions. I mean, they're going to be a no-go. It's grouping and all that. So things can change because this is all that we know right now. So we'll see what happens when Blizzard actually comes out with more info. And I'm not going to let you guys talk again because it's good.
No worries. Well, it's very exciting times ahead anyway. So we will see what happens. We just have to wait. It's all about a waiting game now. So patience seems to be a common theme, I would say. Stone, just nod. All right. Let's get on to the state of the challenges for this week. So, Broximar, can you do the irons for me, please?
I will take the irons. Absolutely, Leeta. So,
Thank you.
The irons this week. Moon Raider, 78. Moon Girl hit 78. Iron Miku, 79. We lost Outlander this week at 80, and Cell Warlock at 80. Thanks for doing it. I can only imagine that I'm only halfway there and I'm stressing out. Ira hit 85, Tiny Issa 88, Zaya Hunter 91, but sadly we lost Zaya Hunter this week as well.
Yeah.
Delicia 98, and Zimcor at 105.
Nice. Yeah, we did lose a couple this week, so commiserations, guys. All right, let's have a look at our bloods for this week. So we have got Soulful Paw at 61, Blood Moon at 62, Soul Shot at 64, Soul Shield at 68, Patisse hit 71, and Five Twist hit 71. Hemo Brittle hit 72, Bloody Buzz hit 82 every time. I have to pause every time I say the one. Too Thirsty hit 87, and Soul Glaive hit 103. Congratulations. Okay, Pacifists, please.
Pacifists. So we have Skaven at 44, Selderberry at 44. Oh, I love this one. Joyful Vegan at 48, Paxson at 50. 5 Open Palm hit 50. Sneaky Boz, 63. 5 Curmudgeon at 69. Hurry Up, 83. Huey Hamster at 85. And Feroline at 108.
Wow. Fair. Congratulate.
Good job,
well
Fair.
done. I haven't seen Fair today. She may not be. Maybe is she in the chat room? Hey, Fair. Joyful Vegan is Rogue Slayer. She's doing really well. So well done, everyone. I'm disappointed. My favorite name's not there. Shuffle Tips.
Yeah, what happened to
I
Tony?
know. Hurry Up was that, and
Maybe,
it's like, where's
he's
Shuffle Tips?
BlizzConned out. He's trying to
Could be.
recover.
Could be, exactly. All right, well done to all the pacifists. So let's have a look at our tins for this week. All right, Iron Overlay hit level 40. Eridala hit 43. Siohi hit 47. Mosinati, was Mosinati? Hit 52. Cat Herder hit 59. Awayan hit 59 as well. Amoy hit 60. Bodamol hit 60. Ashron hit 70. And Ionissa hit 86. So well done to our tins. I'll do the speed to 60.
No, it's okay. I've got so the speed to 60. I've got this.
Okay.
I've got this.
All right.
There was no change.
Okay. Thank you. Awesome. Yes, and again, anybody who is attempting to do the speed to 60, please do it safely. Okay? All right. It is time for this one.
This just in. It's Chit Chat.
Okay, this is where you can ask us anything. Questions about the challenges, share your tips, tricks, warn people about potential disastrous areas, quests, all those kinds of things. So we have got quite a few questions. So let's get started. Broximar, our first one. What have we got?
It's from Astased. This comes to us from Discord. Couple questions, actually. Is the puppet buff allowed? And then a follow-up, are people allowed to have the Ethereal Soul Trader out while doing the challenges? It sells white level 1 gear that also has no stats or armor value on it. So
yeah, the Pepe buff is easy. I'd say yes, because it's not a big deal. It's
Pepe.
It doesn't give you, it's Pepe. I mean, I would punch Pepe off my head. But that's okay because I like other things. Pepe's cute. He's just not my thing. And, you know, if it's your thing, that's cool. It's cool. For the Soul Trader, I kind of view it as the Yak, where you have account-wide stuff. And I know it's a pet, but it's kind of like the same deal. You know, you can go get a Yak and use it on your Iron. It's fine. It sells you white level gear with no stats or armor value. I mean, if you want to wear that, that's cool. But the bigger thing is that you can sell to it, right? I would assume.
Yep. Yeah.
But you can't repair off it, right? Or can you?
No,
I don't think you can.
There's no
I think you
repair.
can sell.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think it's a big deal.
Okay.
I mean, it's almost like a toy. I mean, I would consider it a toy, but it's not a toy. I know. And it kind of falls under pets, but you're not fighting with it. So, if people were to ask, even for the Guild Herald, is that the one that you can sell to, or there's
the Argent Herald.
Yeah,
the one that you can make turn into a mailbox or the Guild Bank or
So I mean, you can use that too.
Okay.
It's not a big deal because you're not fighting with them, right? You're not trying to get XP with them. You know, it's not a big deal.
They don't. The Ethereal Trader, Soul Trader, only gives you the special things that you've got to have it out while you kill things. So that's what you buy the gear with. So all you're doing is while it's out and you're getting a killing blow, it will give you the particular soul eye or whatever it is that you can then talk to it to purchase said level 1 white gear, which then dresses you up to look like an ethereal soul trader. But thank you. We had that question just while you were away, and we thought we would double check. So thank you for the answers on that one. Okay, let's have a look at Emperor 13 TV on Discord said, "Can I use cosmetic toys as an Iron Man?" So all toys are okay. In particular, we use the Flight Path toys. We always get that question quite often. You're allowed to use those. That is completely fine. A lot of times I forget about toys. Honestly, I'm too busy playing my tunes to remember that I've got toys. So, but yes, they're okay to use. And yes.
Yep. So this is a question from somebody that we're hoping to get on our show.
Excellent. So
fabulous.
Yeah.
We will talk
really
to you
looking
soon.
forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
All right.
Next one.
Next question is from Pinnapel on Discord. Question: assuming I finish the Iron Man challenge, I make it all the way to level 110 without breaking the rules. Can I then continue playing my character, equipping epic gear, rating, etc., without red flagging myself on the leaderboards? I guess what I'm asking is, does your position on the leaderboard freeze once you finish the challenge? Or in order to stay there, you can't break the rules even after the challenge is complete?
That's right.
So, yeah.
Do you want to continue in the next expansion? I guess that would be my question.
That is exactly the question that should get asked back is, yeah, it will freeze when you hit max, but then as soon as the new expansion drops, we then start checking everybody again. So if you've broken the rules, then your iron will get flagged.
Exactly.
And if you want to use it to get to 120, then you won't be able to.
That's right.
So
I mean, I think a lot of the guys that have reached, max level, and the way we look at things is we look at it as a trophy. Once you've hit that, they put their tunes away and leave them until it's time to bring them out for next expansion. Because I know for me, when I get there, I can tell you I would not be doing, would even contemplate changing that tune over, because you've worked so hard to get there. But each to their own. Just remember, new expansions is coming soon. So, okay, but good question. Thank you for that. All right. Leenya from Discord said about asking the challenge to continue for the WoW Classic servers, which we did answer earlier. As Stone said, yes, if they give you access to API stuff. Yes.
To the data via the API,
data.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, yes, they will definitely be considering that. But again, early stages, people, we need to see how things play out. All right, the other one was from Askar, who asked, just wondering if I'm allowed to sell items on the auction house as a bloodthirsty or Iron Man. Yes. As I said earlier,
Are you sure?
Yeah, you can. It's fine. I sell all greens on all my bloodthirsties. Some of them slowly make gold, but as I said to you, on my warrior, who is my highest level, she is over 83,000 gold just purely because I'm selling the greens. Because trust me, I am not getting a lot of gold from killing stuff, and I'm not questing, so I'm not getting gold from that. All she does is I vendor the stuff I don't need, but a lot of the greens and that, everything else goes up on the auction house. And I'm still selling, I'm still log in and I've sold something, so all good. So most definitely. Okay, next one. Broximar.
So next one from, here we go. I'm gonna try this. I've had some time and I should get the name right. Milavlina on Discord. Question: the see you on the other side quest where you have to ring a gong and then you get killed, but not really. Does that count as being killed? I mean, you don't go to the spirit world, but then you turn in the quest and you're alive again. I wonder if it's safe to do on my Iron Man character.
Ooh.
Does that show up as a death stone?
I don't know.
Okay.
If you're not sure, run it on a normal. I think this is what we told them to, is run it on a normal character and see if it counts as a death.
Death, yeah.
Honestly, I thought they got rid of all the death quests. Like how you used to do. Okay, so Zaya is saying it's safe, as he's saying no. So
I would avoid it.
Veterans, I would personally go run it on a normal character that has not done it, just to see. So do you guys remember that Noggin Fogger elixir quest or something where you had to die?
Yep.
And then you have to go. Oh, so as he's saying no, it doesn't count as a death. So he was agreeing with Zaya.
Yep.
Okay. So I guess it doesn't count as a death. So so Zaya's done it on many irons. I don't know where it is. Where is his quest at?
I have
ring a gong?
no idea. just trying to think. Where would you go to bring a gong? Is that the one over in Hinterlands with the troll pot?
Oh, that could be.
Is it that one?
Okay. Zuldrak. Oh, that's in Tanaris.
Oh.
In Northrend.
Northrend, Zoldrak.
Oh,
No, sorry, Grizzly Hills.
Grizzly Hills, yeah.
Grizzly Hills.
Right.
Yep.
That's okay. That's part of the whole chain where you also need to get the elixir and use the elixir to turn in the quest
That's
to the guy.
right. Yeah.
I personally stay away from elixir quests. I know that we do track them. You're allowed 1 elixir use per quest completion.
Mm-hmm.
If you use it twice, you are SOL, and I cannot reverse flags. Use at your own risk. It even says on the rules, elixir quests, use at your own risk. Just be careful.
Yep.
It may not count as a death,
walk away.
but if you use that elixir twice, you're in trouble.
Yeah. And the other thing was, if you're going to do those quests, finish that quest. Do not log out. Do not get halfway through that and log out. Because then when you go to use the elixir again, then it will count as a second time, right? We found that out, a month or so ago, a couple of weeks ago. So, yeah, be very careful when you're doing that stuff.
So Zaya's saying that Droku is always up, so you don't have to use the elixir. That is good to know.
Okay. Yeah, I'd still
really
stay
good
away. I'd stay away from that. I hated doing that quest back in the day anyway. It was a pain. All right. Well, thank you, though. Good question. Thank you for that. All right. We got last question. We got, look at this. It is Zot. So he says, hey, in Outlands. Oh, my Lord. Everyone, raise the roof. Zots is in Outlands. Woo! Congratulations, Zots. He says, the buff Blessing of Okadon, or however you spell it, can't be clicked off. It's from when one faction holds all the towers. That wouldn't flag you, would it? No.
Can't do anything about that.
Can't do
it's
anything.
the same as the Hellfire one.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You can't do anything about it, so it's okay.
Yeah.
I'd say you gotta take advantage of it while you have it, because you never know.
That's true.
So.
And congratulations, Zort. Yeah. Special mention. Yay. Dinged level 60 on his pally.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's right. I saw that. That's
very exciting.
I'm very happy for you, even though I don't sound like it. It's really, I'm really glad that you're able to make it into there, because I know that was one of your goals, was to make it there before the next expansion drops. So that's cool.
He's done awesome. Okay.
Do we have any questions from the chat room before I do the thank yous? Reversing order.
No, I think
Millie Chicky says that there's one that is in Blackrock Dungeons that still kills you, but we're not allowed in there.
Shouldn't be in a dungeon. Yeah. No, I think we've got everything, because Nisi covered the speed to 60. She didn't know what that was, so that's fine. No, I think we're pretty good. Okay.
So just thank you for our mods, because while I was away and playing, you guys were able to pick up where I'm not able to do stuff. I mean, I try to talk every once in a while, but it was really based on whether or not I had net access and all that stuff. So thank you very, very much for all of your help and putting all the questions into Discord, answering the questions in Discord and putting them into the document, because they would not make it here. I've tried to do it, and it's just not a good thing for me, because I will miss stuff and then people will get mad at me. So thank you very, very much. Very much. It really does help.
We appreciate it.
So we're going to go with Azzy's pun. This one was aimed at Roguester, or Stir. Basically, what do you do with a sick chemist? If you can't heal him and you can't cure him, you might as well bury him. Yes. I am not a pun guy, but that one was, I like that one. Yeah.
That's a solid pun.
Wow. Wow.
So just really quickly, Alex the Feral Druid says in chat, do you think the Warfronts can be done on Challenger tunes? I will tell you the odds are, based on what we know right now, no. Just it's not a. I mean, it's like a grouping thing. It kind of, like, it depends on how they do it, because we don't really know a ton about it. We just know basically Warfronts is like Warcraft 3 or 2 built into WoW kind of deal, sort of. So, this is the part where we say thank you to everybody that supports us financially through Patreon and Twitch. Doesn't mean we think any less of folks that help us at other levels. It's just we wanted to highlight folks that do it at this level. So thank you for all of your support, like retweets and all that stuff, and even helping to answer questions in chat too is great. So I don't know if this is actually true or not, but I just happened to catch it in Twitch chat. Normally I do a quick check on Twitch right before the show, and it will tell me who's new and stuff. But Milichiki, thank you very much for becoming a new sub. It's going to come up next week too, so you get 2 thanks next. So you get another thank you next week, because you'll be new next week. I got the Circle of Death. No, it's back up. Never mind.
It's back.
So thank you to everybody that subs to us and supports us. It really does help. So Azylan, Awesome Trousers, Bart H, Buzz, Broximar, hey, that's you. Fair, 5 Iron, Gotrick, Grand Negus, Eli, CTR, Iron Man Path, Cashbringer, Lisanne, Never Died, Summerlin, Zaya, and Anonymous. If you would like to support us and remain anonymous, you can, unless you're a certain person who's not really anonymous. So thank you very much.
I'm gonna slap you so hard when I see you. Okay.
Sorry, I couldn't quite hear over.
Coffee is my blood.
Right. Okay. So I think that's it for the show. Is it really? Like, we don't.
Yes.
Like,
It
okay.
It is.
Right. Our next show is, I'm looking right at it. Okay, it's Saturday, November the 18th at 7 p.m. North American Eastern, whatever time it is. Daylight. I did, like, are we in normal time or are we in daylight savings?
We're in standard time now.
We're in standard time, EST. Okay.
Yeah.
Which is Sunday, November the 19th, 10 a.m. Brisbane time.
Yes.
Whoops. Queensland time. Sorry.
Yes.
Now people know a little bit where, anyways, which is which is midnight GMT. I don't know if they switched or not. I just know it's 1 a.m. Central European time, because I always like to get Thule's time. I don't know why. I think Central European time is more important. GMT is where everything's based on, right? So silly me. Aprillian will be back to share with us what's happened, because I think we issued her a little bit of a challenge last time. I think I can't remember. Grand Negus says yes, midnight GMT right now.
Excellent.
Broximar, sorry for dealing with all my crap. Thank you for coming on. I'm really glad you're able to come on. Having met you last year for that brief period of time was really cool, because we could actually talk without all the craziness, and then being able to talk with you just this last week, it was really good. I'm really it's really cool to see where you are and where you're gonna go. So thank you again for coming on, and anytime.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, no, it's been an absolute pleasure, and I'm so glad that you guys got to hang out at BlizzCon. It looked like you guys had a fantastic time, and we're just really appreciative that you could come and hang out a little bit with us today. So, Broximar, if you can, please tell everyone where they can find you or get in contact with you.
Yeah, so again, thanks again for having me on. It's been great. When Stone reached out, I was taken aback, and I appreciate the invite. And so I can be found on most places: Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat at Broximar, Facebook.com/Broximar is my Facebook page. My stream can be found at twitch.tv/Broximar, and my blog, where where I talk mostly about minimalism and Warcraft and intentional gaming, is Broximar.com.
Excellent. And we will have all that information up on the website as well.
And it was actually because of you that I made my phone minimalized, and it's actually worked out so well. So I don't know if you can see it, but it's like there's not a whole lot on there, and it's worked out so well. So thank you for doing all that too. It's
absolutely.
It's actually improved my life a lot.
Yay.
Just not always being on the phone and clutter and all that stuff. Yeah.
Nice.
It's amazing what happens when you can just pare things down a bit.
Yeah, that is true. All right. Well, again, thank you. All right, where everyone can find us. So if you want to check out the website, that is wildchallenges.com. You can send us an email at podcast@wildchallenges.com, as well as tweet us on the Twitters, which is at wildchallenges. We have got a Discord server. Jump into it. Is discord.wildchallenges.com. We have a Facebook page, which is facebook.com/wildchallenges. And you can check out the show on youtube.com/wildchallenges1. That is the number 1, not the word 1. Remember, you can come catch us live every week, live at twitch.tv/wildchallenges.
You can find me. Okay. You can find me on Twitter at STONEGRASP, like I'm grasping your stone. Well, multiple, but it's just one stone. As well as the Adventures in Azeroth. Although if you have one stone, you probably have an interesting story about that. So as well as the Adventures in Azeroth podcast, which we do once a month with, this is going to confuse me now, with that one over there. There we go. I did that right.
Nice.
So, because I'm used to now, it's like I just started getting used to pointing at the window.
I changed it.
Point the other way.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And we did a show last night. It was good to
Yesterday.
talk. It was really good to talk. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's exactly right. All right.
So Leeta, where can we find you?
You can find me on the Twitters. I'm at Leeta Wow, which is LEETAWOW. And like Stone said, there is an episode. What episode is it, Stone? That was out.
69.
That's right. So it is up on the feeds. I actually did it all myself. I was very proud, even though you probably woke up
You did
and
a great job.
you probably woke up and like, what the hell's Leeta sent me? Oh, she's fixed it. Okay. So anyway, it's been an interesting learning curve. So but we're getting there. I have to say, big thank you as always to Malconan for our awesome intro. We really love it and like to show him some love by letting you all know. So if you want to check him out, he is at Malconan Wow on Twitter, as well as part of the Torrent Think Tank crew with Jules, and they do an awesome job. Other than that, Broximar, again, thank you so much for your time this week. It has been absolutely fantastic getting to know you, and we wish you all the very best in your challenges. And also to all you guys out there, good luck on your week. Have a great week, everybody.
And right before we go, I want to say that I just hit level 20 with me 6. Just okay. See that?
Okay, fair enough. All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you, chat room. See you all. The WoW Challenges podcast is a World of Warcraft gaming podcast produced by Stone and Leeta. Copyright 2017. Portions of this podcast belong entirely to Blizzard Entertainment. The music used for the show belongs to Kevin MacLeod, and you can find more of his great stuff at incomnitech.com. No copyright infringement is intended.
Yeah, so you didn't change the scene.
I did.
It's too
but
late now.
No,
It's too late now.
Well,
So lucky I didn't pick my nose or something. Yeah.
I would have laughed.
Okay.
I did, but I forgot, and then I remembered. Okay, thank you. All right, we'll stop this recording is
Yeah,
done.
you can stop the recording.
Show title.
There we go.
Stop
Thanks,
the
everyone.
stream. Thanks, chat room. Bye, everyone. All right.
Are you stopping the stream too?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were gonna get
Oh,
titles off them.
show titles. Yes, show titles.
It's up to Broximar. to be
Broximar,
honest,
what
but
would you like?
Usually,
Oh,
Have we got any? Let's have a look. Show titles. Anybody's got any good ideas?
yeah. I wasn't looking for one.
I was thinking about for your hunter, something to do with your undead.
I was thinking
hunter.
about something with Stone being sick, but
No.
Hunter sounds better.
nope. It's about you.
It's
for
about
sure.
you. So, like, to... I was thinking something
Finally,
like,
a
well,
use for Cannibalize. No.
That's pretty good. Actually,
That
you
is
know
good.
What? You know what?
I
We
like
can do
that.
longer titles now because Twitter has done the 280 thing, so we
Yeah.
can.
Oh,
do
that's
longer.
right. Yeah.
So we don't have to keep it short. So if
That's
you wanna do a
right.
longer one,
Do you like
yeah.
that one?
That did come up a couple times actually, and how many times? That's probably more than it's Cannibalize has been talked about the rest of the year by anyone.
Use for Cannibalize.
Brox in the box. Brox.
Box in the-
Okay, so Cannibalize. Yeah. Alright, so that one's good. Yep. Anything?
What
That's
are we calling it? What are we calling it?
Finally
Oh,
a good
finally
use?
a good use for
Cannibalize.
Cannibalize. Yeah,
I
that's-
think I spelled it wrong, but I'll fix it. Yep, you like
Let me
that,
see.
Proxima? That's cool.
That works for me if everyone else is on board.
Yeah, you're no
Okay.
swearing. It's good.
There's no
That's-
swearing, and it's why are they going to be talking about cannibalizing?
Exactly.
Is
So
Is it?
Is
I
it
don't know.
said? I think so. I think so.
now I think it's
Is it with an S?
Cannibalize.
It kind of looks weird, but it's not
I don't. How did they spell it in?
in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Hmm.
in
No,
the
I think it's with
game,
an S.
Americans. Yeah.
Might be with an S.
Cannibalize.
Alright, well, I'll have a look. I'll change it back. Well, I couldn't remember. Because I was nearly going to do S, and then I thought, no, I'm sure it's Z, and then I was
Yeah,
like,
it's Z. The spell is with the Z in the game.
Okay.
Yes. I was gonna say it.
All right.
Cannibalize.
Cannibalize. Okay.
Eyes,
We'll keep with that.
Eyes the guy who rows the boat. Eyes the guy who builds it. Something like that.
Balize.
I don't
Okay.
know. I actually
Cool.
reversed it. Never mind.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
I
our
let
show
my
title.
family out of the dungeon.
Thank you, chat room. Alright,
Yeah.
we're going off stream, so I'm going to stop streaming. Bye, chat room.